Talking about history of the architecture, it's really important to know that all the successful, all the things that happened, historical facts, and thanks to the history, and the things that happened over the time, is important to know that thanks to this successful is why architecture exists and it is what it is today. Thanks to the history and the facts, we can learn about its context, different types of architecture, the different eras, and why architecture is the way that it is today. It's important to know this because taking the history into account, we can understand the architecture role in Colombia. To understand the Colombian architecture, is necessary to study and know the different types of the different eras, different years of the history of the types of architecture. So, thanks to the history, the events that have occurred and the different eras and stages of architecture, is possible to understand the meaning of the design of the buildings of today. Uh, in addition, this is a great variety. Today are a great variety of different type of buildings, different types of designs that they was of another era, another year. Uh, Maybe we could talk about the Gothic architecture. There is church and cathedrals in Bogota, around Colombia, that you see the design, but the design was for a long years ago. An example to for this for take this team is maybe talking about La Candelaria. La Candelaria is a neighborhood in Bogota, in the city of Bogota, Colombia, where the city starts to burn. Okay, it's considered that Bogota burns and begin here in La Candelaria, and they start to expand in La Candelaria. And if you go and visit the neighborhood today, you will see buildings that are old, but they continue to be preserved today, showing us that the time passes but architecture persists, giving, and this is important because this give the city a character. Okay, they this type of buildings in a neighborhood and a country, in a city, creates an identity and also demonstrate that why design has always been as hand be handled. And it's important to know this. For example, in La Candelaria, taking the theme of La Candelaria is important because you will see a lot of architecture that was from Spain. Okay, uh, when Spain comes to Colombia in colony time, uh, the Spanish start to build and start to do what they know here in Colombia, their designs, their culture, their language. But in this case, talking about architecture, the Spanish come to Colombia and start to do what they know in designs. For example, the Spanish architecture broke in the colonial era and consists of distributing the rooms and the design elements in the perimeter of a square. And in the center, it leaves a void where is created a patio. Okay, the patio. So if you go to La Candelaria and you get into any house, you will see this type of design that is a type type of design from Spain. So it's important to know that a lot of Colombian architecture is from another eras. is from another countries that the country start to build here. The culture makes the Colombians adapt to their architecture. So so that's a clear idea, and that's the importance of the to know the history of architecture, especially here in Colombia.